welcome to Testimonial Tuesday. We are out here at the Oviedo Mall with Craig from Aunt Anne's, Great American Cookie, and Planet Smoothie. Good morning, Craig. Thanks for joining us. So I'll introduce myself first. I'm Brandon Pettit. I'm Director of Special Events for UCP of Central Florida. I'm also an ambassador with the East Orlando Chamber and excited to be the one that gets to host this morning. It smells really good here, so I think I picked a fabulous position to host. Craig, introduce yourself. Who are you with?
I'm Craig Accardo. I have Aunt Anne's Pretzels, Planet Smoothie, Great American Cookies. I'm also an ambassador for the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce, and I'm on the Feast in the East Committee.
Yes, so he and I have gotten to work together a lot this season, getting ready for Feast in the East, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But first, I want to hear about what we have going on here. So in the introduction, you listed 3 different things. So we obviously, if you look behind us, we've got 3 different brands here. We've got Aunt Anne's, Planet Smoothie, and Great American Cookie. So talk about what goes on there, and then I want to hear about each of the individual brands.
Sure. So I'll start with Aunt Anne's first, because I've been a franchisee for Aunt Anne's for almost 24 years now. The brand itself started about 30 years ago in Pennsylvania. It's a Pennsylvania company. There really is an Anne. She sold about 15 years ago.
Okay. Did you ever get to meet her?
I did.
You did?
Very nice lady.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Does she look like the Wendy's girl, but with like blonde hair?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
And she drives a Harley.
And she drives a Harley?
Rides a Harley.
Okay.
I don't know. Since she's from Pennsylvania, she's Mennonite, which is like a step below, I guess, Amish, or a step above Amish, however you want to look at it. They believe in electricity and phones, where Amish people are just no electricity, no phones.
Okay.
Nothing. But she was Mennonite.
Okay.
That's how she basically started the company. She was in a little farmer's market in Pennsylvania trying to raise money for marriage counseling.
Oh, okay.
And that farmer's market grew to about 1,200 stores internationally in 30 years.
Okay. And so you've been with it almost the whole time?
Almost 24 years. Yeah.
So has that always been here in the Oviedo Mall? Has that been your entire experience? Or have you been in other locations with the franchise?
So I've had, before COVID, I had 4 locations.
Okay.
I had to close 3 because of COVID.
Okay.
But Oviedo's malls, very strong. I'm doing really well in the food court area. So
that's exciting. So what are some of your favorite parts about that franchise, whether it's like being a part of it or what it is that you like to snack on when you're back there working?
So I don't know if a lot of people realize, but Aunt Anne's, everything that we make is handmade. It's not coming in frozen. Our employees have to twist the pretzels or cut the nuggets. Everything's handmade. Our dough's made probably about 5 times a day.
Okay.
And we have a 30-minute shelf life.
On the dough?
On the pretzel.
On the pretzel. Okay, so from the time the pretzel comes out of the, is it an oven? Forgive me, I don't know how to make a pretzel.
It's an oven.
Okay, so the time the pretzel comes you've got 30 minutes for it to go, or that pretzel is done.
Correct.
Okay, so my pretzel is clearly always fresh here.
Yes.
Okay, and so you've then got to be constantly calculating like when to make the next pretzel. Okay.
Yeah.
And I see you've already got team members here that are getting ready for the morning. I can smell stuff cooking.
Yeah, I mean, we're really early today. We don't usually open until 11 in the morning.
Okay.
So it does take us, because of the 3 brands, it takes us close to 2 hours to open.
Okay. And so is she back there making dough? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Now? Okay.
And she's probably setting up for Great American, because we've got a great cookie spread every day too.
Okay. So from the Aunt Anne's perspective, what are some of the hot products? If I were coming here now, what am I going to see a sign for? What's the next sale? What are you pushing right now?
Okay, so back 30 years ago, it was a pretzel store. It is still Aunt Anne's Pretzels, but we're really not a pretzel store anymore. We're a pretzel and nugget store.
Okay. So you do far more nuggets than pretzels?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do probably 50% nuggets now.
And that's just because you just walk along the mall, pop a nose. Okay. I know they fit in my cup holder well, so that's also probably a good feature for that one. And so are there varieties of nuggets like there are pretzels? Because I know looking at the menu behind me, there's all sorts of different choices for pretzels. Is that the same thing for nuggets?
Yeah, I mean, we've got almond nuggets, we've got pepperoni nuggets, we've got cinnamon sugar, original salted nuggets. So yes.
Okay.
Nuggets.
Okay, nuggets. Well, so speaking of nuggets, you were telling me before we came on that you guys have a tailgating item that might be a good addition to people's parties this Sunday for the big game. So what have you got there?
Yeah, it's a stadium snack pack, and hopefully my employee can get it set up.
Okay.
We're not going to be able to do product because, like I said, it does take us a couple hours to bake stuff off.
maybe during one of the later interviews I can have some nuggets.
Yes.
Okay. So
Uh,
check back in because we're here 9, 10, 11, and 12 with a bunch of different guests this morning. And so maybe during one of those we'll have some nuggets on the table.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to fish for nuggets this morning. That's all that's going on here.
But it's a stadium pack.
Okay.
So it's got pepperoni nuggets. It's got little mini dogs that are 100% beef.
Okay.
Wrapped around our dough.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Okay. And it looks like a stadium. Is that kind of the plot here? Okay. All right. So a little preview. Check back in during one of our later interviews because we know you're going to be with us all morning. You've got nothing else to do. This is what you're doing with your Tuesday. We know this is what you set your day aside for. And we'll see that stadium a little bit later when the kitchen's up and running and turning out some pretzels. Okay, so let's turn to, you've also got Planet Smoothie here.
So yeah, we've got the indulgent products, Auntie Anne's Great American Cookies, and we've got healthy products,
Okay,
Planet Smoothie.
okay,
You can do some indulgent smoothies, or you can do some health conscious smoothies.
okay. And so what are some of those flavor options in those different?
So right now we're trying to promote acai bowls,
Okay,
which have usually blueberry, banana, chocolate.
now I don't know much about this. I've seen the word. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. So
Acai?
Acai. Okay. So is that like a yogurt bowl? Is that like a how does it? What's the base of it? What is it?
It's a fruit. Acai is a fruit.
Okay.
It's a purplish. It's really colorful.
Okay.
So when we do a bowl, which we'll bring a bowl out
Okay.
when we get going on that too. It's acai based.
Okay. So if you're keeping score at home, he's already promised me nuggets, and now he's promised an acai
Bowl.
bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. My lunch is shaping up pretty good. Okay. So acai bowl, beautiful purple fruit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what is it? You add different mix-ins, or how does
Yeah.
it work?
We've got granola in it, Nutella,
Okay.
blueberries, bananas, strawberries, and it's a nice presentation. It's a bowl.
Okay.
So you could make that a meal, a breakfast meal.
Okay. So if you haven't made your lunch plans today, the Great Lunch Adventure is going to be here at the Oviedo Mall for the Auntie Anne's Planet Smoothie and Great American Cookie. So we already know we've got potential for pepperoni pretzel nuggets. So if you're looking for that savory lunch, that we're talking about Planet Smoothie now with the acai bowl. So if you're looking for a healthy lunch option, we got you too. So we're going to see you here 12:30 for Great Lunch Adventures after we get off with all of our Testimonial Tuesdays. Okay, so back to our Planet Smoothie options. So we got the acai bowls.
Right. So if you want to do something either a little bit more healthier, you can do. We have spinach-based bowls
Okay.
and smoothies that we put in. We do protein and meal replacement, so you can actually have a smoothie that's a full meal that'll hold you over for 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. And then if I have a sweet tooth and I like frozen drinks, there's probably something at Planet Smoothie for me too.
So chocolate Elvis is one of my favorite smoothies.
Okay. What's that one? I've never had that one.
Frozen yogurt, cocoa powder, bananas.
Okay.
Very good.
Is this something that Elvis liked? What's the name?
Yeah, the chocolate and the bananas.
Chocolate bananas is an Elvis thing? Okay.
Something about Planet Smoothie, the original owners of Planet Smoothie, they've since sold off, but the original owners were very, if you look at our menu, the menu items, the smoothies are just crazy names, like
Okay.
chocolate Elvis,
Okay.
two-piece bikini. We've got just weird names.
Okay.
We're known for the weird names.
So can I mix the two and get a two-piece Elvis?
I mean, you can do anything you want,
Okay.
but I would say chocolate Elvis.
Chocolate Elvis is okay.
If you want a decadent smoothie, that's
Okay.
a good thing.
Then one of those will come out to us later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're keeping score. We've got a stadium box, an acai bowl, and a chocolate Elvis. So that New Year's diet of mine is not going to survive today, but that's okay. It's all for TV. So what else is going on with Planet Smoothie?
So I will go back to all three brands. We do online order delivery
Okay.
and pickup. So you can go to AuntieAnne's.com, you can go to PlanetSmoothie.com, you can go to OrderGreatAmericanCookies.com.
Okay.
Order all three brands, have them picked up or delivered
Okay.
through either DoorDash, Grubhub, or Uber Eats,
Okay.
or obviously picking them up yourself.
So if I'm the adventurous type, but I'm in a hurry, I can place an online order, come out of my house, and I can come pick it up, and I get to see you and say hello.
Yes.
But if I'm either stuck home, looking to be a little lazy tonight, or maybe stuck in the office nearby, you'll come to me.
Correct.
Okay. And so I go to your website, I order. Do I pick the delivery service, or if I just go to your website, it just shows up and it's magic?
It usually picks the closest, fastest service.
Okay. So it'll take care of that for me.
Yes.
I don't have to have an account with one of those. I can have an account with you, and then my pretzel nuggets just show up at my house.
Correct.
Okay.
Or your
Okay.
smoothie.
Or my
your
smoothie.
cookie, or your cookie cake.
Or my cookie cake. Okay, well, so that's a good transition. Let's go to Great American Cookie. And that one, I'm a sucker for cookies, so I'm hoping that if I talk about this long enough, he'll promise me a cookie. So what have we got going on with Great American Cookie? Tell me about that restaurant and what we have there.
Okay, so Great American Cookies is predominantly known for cookie cakes. A lot
Okay.
of people love cookie cakes.
So those giant chocolate chip cookies that say happy birthday
Right.
or good luck or congratulations.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, happy anniversary. Speaking of which, Valentine's is like Christmas for Great American Cookies because a lot of people order cookie cakes for Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. So, what is special about a Valentine's Day cookie cake?
So this year, we're going to do a heart-shaped cookie cake, and it's going to have a heart-shaped box.
Okay.
Very nice presentation.
So instead of opening a giant box of chocolate, I can bring home to my wife a giant heart-shaped cookie.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And you can pick the flavors. You could do like traditional chocolate chip cookie, or you could do like an oatmeal cookie or a sugar cookie, whatever kind of cookie you like. That would make the cookie cake for you.
Okay.
And then, obviously, if you want to, design hearts or Cupid, or go on the Great American website and create your own cookie cake, you can do that.
Okay. And so when you say create my own cookie cake, does that mean like pick what you're going to draw on there, or pick what you're going to write on there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got some girls that are really, really good artists. I mean, they can draw pretty much anything you want to do.
I saw one event you brought a cookie cake with the East Orlando Chamber logo on it.
Correct. Yeah.
So you matched the colors, and I think if I remember it, you drew the logo. Like it wasn't like it was printed in sugar. Like
No.
by hand, someone replicated the logo.
Yeah, we've got some really good cookie artists that can draw everything for you.
So if I'm looking for maybe something for the office, maybe it's just a fun Friday that we do with snacks in the conference room, or we're celebrating a milestone at work, can you, depending on how intricate my logo is, you can do my logo on a cookie?
We could do it on a cookie. We could do it on a cookie cake. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I meant, cookie cake, sorry. I guess, so you
We
can
can
do
on
cookies
cookies,
too?
yeah.
Okay. So that could be a good corporate engagement option, maybe a good fun thing if you're looking to engage with a client. You could send them a cookie cake with your logo on it. Okay. So with all of these cookie orders that you guys do, you must get people that have messages that they want to write on their cookie cakes.
Yeah, and that's why I go back to the Great American website. There's a section on the website that you can literally create whatever cake you want, whatever it wants to be. You can pick like vanilla chocolate icing, whatever colors you want on the cookie cake. It just whatever you want, it's whatever.
Are there any custom cookie cake orders that stand out in your head? Have you ever had any funny ones,
Well,
or something you can say on TV?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm pushing 60, so if you look at the Great American website, one of them is like your old dude.
Okay.
It's for your birthday.
For your birthday, okay. So
So-
if you're trying to kind of razz somebody, you can insult them with a cookie. Has anybody ever come up with fun custom messages that you've had to draw on there? Anything that made your staff laugh or go back, hey, you'll never guess what I got to write on a cookie today?
For Halloween, we'll do like, pumpkin shaped cookie cakes. We could
Okay.
do, we've done Grinch for Christmas,
Okay.
which is really intricate. and
So you
very-
draw the Grinch on the cookie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go back, so we do the round shaped cookie cakes, or we do rectangle half sheet cookie cakes.
Okay.
So you can feed 4 to 6, you can feed 8 to 10, you can feed 12 to 15.
Okay. Or if you need to feed more than that, you just order lots of them. Okay.
Exactly.
And get lots of those.
Yeah.
Okay. So of the 3 brands that you've got here, you obviously spend a lot of time with all of them. What's your go-to snack? What do you find yourself? I'm sure that you're not 700 pounds, so it isn't like you eat all day long back there. But clearly, there's something that you must want to grab when you're hungry.
I would say 99% of the time when I come, it's a smoothie.
Okay.
And I try to go through the menu for smoothies. There's a couple of smoothies I haven't had, but we literally have about 40, 50 smoothies.
Okay. That's a lot of work if you want to try all 40.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess that's also probably a nice healthy option if you're going to be back here with these decadent treats all day long.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty smart on your part that you've decided that my go-to is a smoothie and not a cookie the size of my head.
Now, having said that, I'm a chocolate person, so
Okay.
I love double chocolate. We've got a domino cookie that's really good.
What's a domino cookie? I've never heard of this.
It's dark chocolate and it's got white chocolate chunk in it.
Oh, so it looks like a domino with the little
Yeah.
numbers on it. Okay.
Yeah, and then we've got
I wasn't sure if it was shaped like a pizza.
No, it's just, it's a little cookie.
Okay.
But we've got a macadamia cookie that's really, really good. It's got a little bit of coconut in it,
Okay.
which you wouldn't think you would have for macadamia, but
Yeah.
it's
A little tropical with the nut and the coconut. Okay. So, in addition to obviously being here in the Oviedo Mall, you're going to come out to Feast in the East. We've got that one coming up.
yes, and we'll remind everyone, Feast in the East is February 22nd.
February 22nd, it is National Margarita Day. And so, if you haven't guessed, I don't just dress extravagantly in flower print colors to come to the mall. But if you're coming to the event or exhibiting at the event with one of your restaurants, we're going to lean into that Margaritaville theme this year. And so make it fun and tropical. And so you're coming. So in addition to coming out to the events, we'll talk about in a second. We're on the committee together.
Correct.
And so we're working on that. And so one of the things that we're currently working on, two of the things that we're working on, is getting everybody to come. So we're really excited to be back at the Avalon Pavilion this year. If you've been to the event before, you know that we've got the Chamber's restaurant membership comes out to exhibit their delicious food and drinks. If you're a restaurant member and you're watching, this event is free for you to exhibit as part of your membership. So minimize this browser in the corner so you can still hear me talk and ramble on. Go to the Chamber's event calendar and find the event on February 22nd. There's two different events there. There's one for restaurants to sign up and there's one to get tickets. We'll talk about tickets in a second. But if you're a restaurant that wants to sign up, just like Craig did, go on there and claim your spot. And we're gonna have about 200 guests join us that night. So we're asking you to bring 2 to 4 items to show off to the membership. That can be savory items, that can be sweet items, that can be beverages. So if you're a restaurant that does entrees, desserts, and drinks, picking something that goes across all of those. And we're talking about little bites here. We're not talking about entree-sized portions. And we want to see you out there February 22nd at the Avalon Pavilion. And so you're coming. Have you figured out what you're bringing yet? I'm going to put you on the spot. We didn't prep for this beforehand, so I'm sorry. Have you figured out what you're bringing?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
we're going to do just regular sized cookies.
Okay.
Probably going to bring assorted flavors of cookies.
Okay.
But we're probably going to have predominantly chocolate chip.
Okay.
And also, we're going to probably do a couple of cookie cakes that we might auction off or slice up and feed as
serve.
well.
Okay. That's awesome. So if I sent you the Feast in the East logo,
We
do you
can do
think
that.
you could put that on one of those?
Sure.
And we use the Chamber logo.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds awesome. Okay. So now, the other thing that we're trying to get going, I'm going to shift the sun just a little bit. Also, you can see more of, I don't know what I've been blocking, probably Planet Smoothie. So we also need guests to attend. And so you've been as a guest before.
Correct, yeah.
What is your favorite part about the event? What do you enjoy the most?
Well, since I'm an adult, I like the adult beverages.
Okay.
But I also love, I'm going to throw a plug out to Barrios.
Okay. They did have a good one last year, and I think they won. Yes,
Margarita.
they did. Okay. They won for their margarita. We're hoping they're bringing it back again this year, obviously, since it's National Margarita Day. That would be an obvious choice for them on so many fronts.
But I'm also going to throw another plug out because Tavo is an ambassador with the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce. Tavo is the owner of Rock and Brews right down the street in Oviedo on Redbug Lake Road.
And Tavo's coming up next. So I know that everybody is locked in all morning. No one's going anywhere. And so for our 10 o'clock segment, Tavo's going to join us right here at Auntie Anne's Planet Smoothie Great American Cookie. And we're going to talk to him. Now, did they have the spicy margarita last year? Was that his?
I think they did.
Okay.
But I'm going to throw some other things out. We also do the Business Expo, which comes up in the fall for the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce. I remember last year or year before last, they did a watermelon margarita.
Yes, that was his at the expo.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a delicious one.
Yes.
Clearly, we like margaritas.
And I will say, Tabo always has very good employees. They're very personable, very good customer service people. Make excellent margaritas.
Yes, they make and they are great. I have a great experience every time I go to Rock and Brews. I come to the one up here in Oviedo probably most often because that's closest to my office. But they've got one. Rock and Brews also has their location down by the airport. So we figured out your favorite thing is the margaritas. We liked the Barros tacos. Now we need the rest of you guys to join us for Feast in the East. So for everybody else that hasn't minimized their browser because they're enjoying watching us in addition to listening to me ramble on, we're going to minimize that browser because everybody else that's listening that doesn't own a restaurant in the Chamber needs to get their tickets. And so you can do that also navigating to the Chamber's events calendar and go to February 22nd and click on the event there to get your tickets. You can buy multiples, so if you've got people sitting in the cubicle next to you, if you've got some coworkers who work in different places, we want to have you guys bring those for everybody. And so get those tickets now, buy them for your friends, your coworkers, your family. This is a great client engagement event, so if you have clients you want to bring out, if you have clients you want to reward, if you have team members you want to reward, this is an all-around fabulous, fun night. We've got a great showing from the Chambers restaurant population that's going to be out there. You can get a whole night's worth of food and drink for the low price of $35. That includes all of your food all night long. We're not talking about drink coupons and food tickets. We're talking about just explore the event all night long, eat what you want, drink responsibly what you enjoy. We've got the open, the open bar beer and wine back this year, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, we've got open bar beer and wine back this year. So if you have satisfactorily enjoyed all the restaurants and still are thirsty for a little bit of a beverage and you got room left there, you can visit the bars and get that beer and wine. We're going to have Sinorama coming up here in a little while. They are our sponsor for Fling the Ring. And that's going to be our new wine game, and we're going to show you how to play that. Are they the 11 o'clock hour? Okay, so 11 o'clock hour. I know anywhere thinking about it. You want to be here at the 11 o'clock hour because Audrey and I are going to show you how to play Fling the Ring so that when you come on the 22nd, because I know if you're watching here today, you're coming. If you come on the 22nd, we can teach you how to play so that you're prepared to win Fling the Ring and go home with some of those fabulously donated bottles of wine and spirits that our members have been bringing in for the past couple months. And so we've got a lot more to talk about for Feast in the East. We're going to talk about it over and over with our different members because I know that Rock and Brews is going to be part of the Feast in the East. We got Sinorama is going to be part of Feast in the East. So you're going to hear from me again during our other segments about that. How am I doing on time? I have 6 minutes left to go. Do we have any questions? I have 7 minutes left to go. Sorry, 7 minutes left to go. I have a politics degree. We're not good at counting.
So for everyone that hasn't been to Feast in the East before, it's a ticket price, and like he said, it basically gets you in. It's all you can eat, food, all you can drink, beverage.
Yes, and for $35, you get your dinner, and you get an open bar event. I can tell you. From putting on lots of events, you don't get an open bar event for $35.
No.
And so that in and of itself, if you're just looking for a happy hour night out, that's the way to go. But we're going to have all the food from these fabulous member restaurants there. And so that's an exciting event for $35. You are correct. And that's a great night. So now, to tune ourselves back to today, because we have our great lunch adventures here, starting at 12 o'clock, what are some of the specials that you guys have today? What are some of the things that you recommend when we come out here to Auntie Anne's Great American Smoothie and, Planet Smoothie and Great American Cookie? Whew. How do you fit that on a business card?
It's tough.
I know it takes up multiple panels on your shirt, so you've got to go with like the triple embroidery here to hit. Oh, I hit my mic. I'm sorry. So, what are some of the things our members can be excited for when they come out for lunch today?
So, if you're looking for something savory and more of a meal type item, I would say the mini dogs, which are 100% beef.
Okay.
It's a little mini dog wrapped around our dough.
Okay.
Or if you like pizza, our pepperoni nugget is really good.
Is that a new item?
No.
No? Okay.
It's being featured as a new item.
Okay.
But we've had it for years.
Okay. And so we are going to, okay. So breaking news here. I'm hearing, I don't have an earpiece in, but I'm going to fake this because I'm just reading it on a dry erase board with Dorothy behind the camera. We have extended the bundle sale to attend Feast in the East. So if you are looking to bring a group of people out, more than just you, come out today to Great Lunch Adventures, and we can sell that bundle for $100 for 4 tickets. That's $40 off your ticket for the group. So instead of $35 a person, you're looking at $25 a person. And so now we're talking about dinner and open bar for $25 a person at Feast in the East. But you've got to come here to the Oviedo Mall to Aunt Anne's Planet Smoothie and Great American Cookie. Did I put all the words in the right order?
You did.
Okay, good. Okay, I got it right that time. So when you come out to Great Lunch Adventures today, we've got that on sale for you. Join us and make sure that you get your pretzel dogs, you get your smoothie, and you get your tickets to Feast in the East. Do we have any comments or questions from the internet? Okay, I guess I've been talking plenty long enough that no one has any questions. I've just said too much.
So, like I said, if you're looking for savory, we've got the mini dogs and the pretzel, the pepperoni nuggets. You can get a dessert little cookie.
Yep.
Or if you're wanting something liquid for a diet, you can do a Planet Smoothie.
Okay. Now, logistical advice here, because when I parked, I came the wrong door. So if you're telling someone how to come, obviously you can plug the Oviedo Mall into your GPS. That's easy enough. But when you get to the mall, how would you tell someone is the most efficient way to get here where we're sitting right now?
So I'm not really good at directions, but this is the west entrance of the mall.
Okay.
It's closer to Dillard's and a daycare center called O2B Kids, which is the letter O, the number 2, and B.
Okay, so O2B Kids has a big visual presence on the outside of the mall. So if you're taking laps around the mall, we're between Dillard's and the carnival that's happening here. And if you find and see the signs for O2B Kids, you'll see a mall entrance, looks like stained glass, and we are right inside that door. So come on out here. We are just about wrapping up. We've got a couple more minutes left, but we want to see you out here for Great Lunch Adventures, Oviedo Mall, 12 o'clock. We're between Dillard's and the O2B Kids, so look for the O2B Kids. I'm going to screw that up. Daycare entrance, and come in the mall entrance by that one. And you can come on out here, you can get your smoothie. So even if you are doing it, if you have a New Year's resolution, if you're trying to be a little bit healthy and you think, I can't possibly go to get Aunt Anne's and a Great American Cookie today, we've got the smoothie and the acai bowls.
Correct.
That's also a good health choice option. So we've got your sweet and savory, we've got your pretzel dogs, we've got your pepperoni pretzel nuggets, we've got your cookies for dessert. You also have ice cream here. I see an ice cream case. So I know we have a lot of chamber members, I don't know if Amy's listening or driving here, that are really big into ice cream. Talk to me about your ice cream case, because we have 1 more minute left. 2 more minutes. We have 1 more minute. Okay. So we're going to use that to talk about ice cream.
Okay, so we feature Bluebell ice cream. We've
Okay.
got 8 different flavors. We can make milkshakes, sundaes, you name it. Double scoop, waffle cone.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now, what's your favorite flavor in that case? What do you find
Again,
here?
I'm chocolate.
So just traditional chocolate.
Chocolate.
Okay. Do you do toppings? Do you do waffle cone? How do you do it?
No, we're just simple.
Okay.
Just ice cream.
Scoop of chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, we have 1 more minute left, so we're going to do 2 last plugs. We're going to go in chronological order. Our plug for today: Great Lunch Adventures, 12 o'clock, Oviedo Mall. Tickets for Feast in the East. We've got restaurant sign up for Feast in the East. So if you're coming out today and you're thinking about going to Feast in the East, this is a $40 savings to drive out here and join us for lunch. Get that ticket bundle, bring your whole team, bring your clients, bring your top performing team members, bring your family. This is a family fun event. You don't have to, when I say family fun, I mean for the grown-ups. Not that kids aren't allowed, but grown-ups. And if you are a restaurant and you haven't signed up yet, now's your chance. Find it on the chamber website, email Dorothy, get signed up, get your table, and show off your delicious food and drinks to all of the membership about 200 guests we're going to have there that night. So a great opportunity to get your new menu item out there, get your special out there. All right, thanks so much. We'll be back at 10 o'clock with Tavo from Rockin' Brews, and we will see you then. Thanks for coming out this morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
See you soon.